one last thing, other than my last and final words, is that I love how this country allows men that are known rapists, that are out on the street raping women every day and children, that are going to school every morning, and young women, young children, 15 and 16 years old, are getting raped by homeless men. He's calling my phone, telling me he raped a girl walking to school in the early morning when it was still dark out, a 15 to 16-year-old girl. And I got that on voicemail. So when I go pick up my police report from whoever broke into my car, so I could get my license again, and so I can get my whatchamacallit. Now there's a bunch of dragonflies. What's the meaning of dragonflies? I can't remember. There's a bunch of them. Now there's a lizard coming my way. I see you, pot-belly lizard. I see you. I see you. Yeah, I see you looking at me. I see you. You're looking right up at me. Yeah, at the phone. Yeah, I see you. Now they're gonna blur it on me. Hi, Mr. Lizard. I see you looking at me. Look at that side eye. Look. Woohoo. Hello. Look at him. Hey. There was a bunch of dragonflies all up in there, in that area. A whole bunch, like a whole swarm of them. They're still up there. I don't know if you can see them. That's as far as I could go. But there's a bunch of dragonflies flying around. Like all in that area. Anyway. I'm going because I gotta go pee. And I don't know if I'm just gonna go right to the library. I haven't ate yet. It started to, oh yeah, there's still a bunch of dragonflies right there. So now they're going to delay me and stall my life some more by saying that I have to read from the Bible day in and day out so they could see where my head is at and where my heart is at, and to see if I'm the real deal. And I am, because I've suffered for the rest of you cockeyed dumbasses. Okay? And I'm tired of following the rest of your ways because they don't work. They don't add up for everybody. You know what we're all doing? We're all fucking one another, invisibly. Okay? It's like all the works that we're doing is based off of fuckery, the system of fuckery, based off of sin, based off of errors and mistakes. We are not operating this life correctly from the beginning of the equation. everything that see, many of you haven't suffered. And if you have, you just brushed it off. Because you really, because the devil tells you not to care. Not to care because you can't do nothing about it. No, you can't. Once you sin, once you make the errors and mistakes, you can't erase them. You can't go back. So you have no other choice but to settle and accept whatever is. So instead of dealing with the pain, you let it go. So now your children pick up the pain and suffering because of yous don't want to, because you're being brainwashed by the devil to say there's nothing you can do. You got to let it go. Just let it go. Let it play its course. So now it repeats into your children's lives because now they're like, what the fuck? It took a mom and dad to raise me, or to raise or raise them, but to also make them, to conceive them. And I need a mommy and a daddy to protect me and to give me what I need. And that's security, that's stability, that's food, a home, safety, security in this life, right? Because they didn't create themselves. Us children did not create ourselves. And God, yes, He created us in our mother's womb. Okay, but He gave us to our mommy and daddies that were supposed to take care and provide for us. But they didn't, because they didn't follow the right process. They didn't take the right steps before they had sex. It's like they went straight for the reward instead of doing the work that was necessary to get them what they needed to take care of themselves and to provide and care for their family. The equation, it's not a fucking, it's not a complicated answer or solution, but y'all are making it that way. Why? Because you are idling money. Money, power, control, and authority. That's not in the equation of life. It is, but it's, in other words, it's called self-control and self-discipline. But yous are all worried about everybody else instead of focusing within. So you can say, wait a minute, why am I worrying about everybody else? They're not going to provide me for what I need. They're not going to give me for what I need. They're not going to sustain and maintain my life. Oh, yeah, they are in the devil's kingdom when you fuck them. And I don't mean physically, I mean literally. Meaning you fuck their lives up to where now they have to not so much bow down to you, but because of their suffering that you caused and created, because of the system of fuckery, or the fuckery system, okay, that is based off of money. And, well, geez, work means you have to do something. Oh, yeah, you have to do something to make money. No, that's the system of the devil. That's the system of fuckery. That's going to cause the kingdom to fall, like it's falling, 1 by 1, 2 by 2, 3 by 3. That's not the type of work that God meant for His kingdom. You have to go back to the Garden of Eden, the book of Genesis, where it talks about Adam, and then God made Eve. Not for Adam to fuck, but that's what he did. He deceived God, and by doing so, he deceived himself and Eve, and the whole generation of humanity that came thereafter, up until the present. Okay, because we're following the system of deception. The system of deception and fuckery. There's no other way to put it but these words. I'm sorry, God. You allowed your kingdom to go this far and get this fucked up. Now, I have no other way to explain it, because I didn't get the education I needed because of the system of fuckery of you allowing your people to go on and on and on about the system of fuckery. I don't like the system of fuckery, because I don't want to get fucked, sucked, dicked, and licked, and fucked in the eye, and fucked up the nose, and fucked in the ear, and fucked in the mouth, and fucked in the tooth, fucked in the armpit, fucked in the chest, fucked in the pussy, fucked in the butt, fucked in this one, fucked in this, fucked in that. No, sorry. If that's your way, y'all go right ahead. Don't include me in on that because I already know what the outcome and result of that is. Y'all are not awake. Y'all don't see what's going on and why it's going on. Okay? No, everybody should not have a family. Okay? First, that is not the right way to live. Because then you don't have the money to take, you don't have the home, you don't have the food. The world is without food, without manna. Okay? And manna is not money. You can't eat money. You can make all the money, all the paper money you want. That's not going to make the food. Why are you wasting all that time and energy and making the machinery that makes the money, that makes the people have to find something to do and fucking each other, fucking themselves in order to make a job instead of growing the food and planting the food that we need to eat? So now everybody's singing la 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 la. What tune are you singing to? You're singing to the tune of my death and my pain and my suffering. The stories that are being told in these songs and these movies and these sitcoms and these daytime stories, soap operas, and it's all based on the pain and suffering of my death. And my pain and suffering of going without food, going without a home, going without a shower, going without clean clothes, being given lice and scabies, bed bugs, fleas, what else? Mites, scabies mites. And I'm losing my hair. I don't have money to eat the food I want to eat, the healthy food. I'm being forced to eat all the artificial food. I'm dying. I'm suffering. My eyesight is deteriorating. All of you I see that are out of your character, wearing these thick glasses because you can't see, because you're not eating the right foods or the right amount, and you too are being poisoned. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, how people are poisoning each other to take each other off the planet so that they can overtake. Y'all are being distracted by the money and the fame and the fortune and the status and the glitz and glam, and we're all being poisoned. And we're all being told to eat protein and vitamins. That's all poison. That's not giving us the food that we need, the vitamin, minerals, nutrients. You're being... I'm done. God, if you don't do something soon to get me to what I need for my life so I could be a mom and a mother to my son, this kingdom can go to fucking hell, die and rot and fall. I don't give a fuck. Good riddance. Goodbye. Hasta la vista.